Neighbors near Seneca High School have renewed their calls for the city to do something to slow traffic down on Goldsmith Lane.
Kids and parents' concerns are still at a high ever since a girl was struck last Friday while she was crossing Goldsmith in a crosswalk. Wave News reporter Mark Stevens says neighbors' preferred solution has actually been hitting major roadblocks.
The Bon Air Neighborhood Association and neighbors along Goldsmith Lane have pushed the city to install speed bumps on Goldsmith. But that's a solution the Metro Council representative says won't work for a number of reasons. The biggest is the type of road Goldsmith is. It's considered a collector road, so city policy does not support putting speed bumps on roads like that. Metro Council member Brent Ackerson also does not support speed bumps on other streets connecting to Goldsmith. He views them as too expensive and not useful. His preferred solution is to spend more money on police overtime to get cops writing speeding tickets.
The bad actor, who no matter what that's going to speed, the only way I can affect them is to hit them in their pocketbook. You know, write them a ticket. Now they got to go to court. They got to pay a fine. Their insurance rates go up.
He also supports speed limit signs with built-in radar detectors. There are two on either side of Seneca High and Goldsmith Elementary. We watched a number of drivers seemingly undeterred, though, by the flashing sign warning that they were speeding. Now, the crosswalk where the student was struck Friday is staffed by a crossing guard. However, they were hit around 8 a.m. That crossing guard isn't assigned to that crosswalk until 9. Mark Stevens, Wave News.
Mark, thanks for the update.